I really wanted to take the opportunity that we were outside and just make a video. Just make a video. Sometimes editing takes longer times for me to upload videos, and I will keep doing that. But let's just go from scratch, natural at the moment, and record a little bit about our day. It's been a long day, not a bad day, but a long day. Many things going on. um busy, but I don't want to lose every opportunity to share with you guys about our journey and our sheep, of course, and our chickens. But later, more on that later. So this one over here, I believe is, let's see, are you Sparkles? Yes, you're Sparkles. Hi, Sparkles. Some of them right now are a little bit underweight. She could be a little bit better, but there's one. Her name is Khaleesi. That doesn't look great, and they're battling a little bit of anemia. We just did an assessment called FAMACHA, and it's a way of determining if they have parasites and anemia at the same time. And they are a little bit, some of them are a little bit on the border, and there's maybe one or two that are not doing so great on that end, but we just dewormed them last weekend, and that's specifically why we are doing this. We're rotating them because our goal with our sheep is to do rotational grazing, but we don't have, like, most of our land is this part is not fenced yet. So we are not we're trying not to miss out the opportunity for them to enjoy this part of the land, even though it's not fenced out. So we take times during the day, a few times a day, to take them out, since they're really good in staying in our property and not, and yeah, just to supervise and stay with them outside while they eat. And we do it a few times a day. During the weekend time, we do it more. And when they're inside of the pen, where the fenced area, we provide hay. That's what we're gonna do until we have this fenced out. And we also give opportunity to the um, part of the land that is all fenced out. We do have a part of the property that's all fenced out for them, and it's around maybe 3 acres. But that part really needed some rest, and that's part of the what contributed for them to have a little bit of anemia, because they need rotational grazing for them to be eating from the same pasture without resting, without resting that pasture. Yeah, uh, results in parasites and anemia. So we're trying to work with what we have. We just have 12 sheep, but they do need rotational grazing to be more healthy, and that's what we're working on. But we are so happy to, enjoy this part of the land. I'm so grateful that they are really good and staying in. If I could do it even more, I would, but we do it as many times as we can daily, so they can enjoy this beautiful pasture that we prepared for them. So, hello there. Hi. Hi there. Where are you watching from? I don't see what your says. It says show your. I don't understand the rest. If you can clarify. But yeah, that's what we were doing over here. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that, and I'm gonna change and flip the camera so you can see. So this one over here is Sparkles. We just had them sheared this weekend. They were very, very fluffy. The wool is amazing, and it's getting a lot warmer now that the winter is over. So it was perfect timing for them to be sheared.
and give opportunity for their wool to grow back again just in time before next winter. And if it's necessary and if it grows too fast, we can shear them twice. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens and what the year brings. That's Kratos over there looking at us. So yeah, tell me, are you watching from the countryside or the city? We would like to know, is city life your go-to? Is country life your go-to? For us, it's definitely the country. And me and my husband were both raised in the city, but there was a seed installed in us since we were little. My father-in-law had a has a farm, which he took my husband every single weekend. So there was something planted in him from the beginning. And for me, my grandfather lives in the countryside, and since I was a little girl, like, most weekends, my mom took us to see my grandfather, and he had all kinds of animals: horses, chickens, bunnies, and we always had a blast. And that was my seed. That was the seed that was planted in my heart and my mind that I never forgot. Then, when I met my husband and we decided to move in together, we moved to my father in law's ranch, and I had a little bit of an experience of what it is to live in the countryside, and I really loved it. But then we moved from Puerto Rico, and we got to the States, and we were in the city again. But we always wanted and talked so much about what we really wanted and the peaceful way of living in the countryside, and we kept talking about it until that dream came true. So we moved back to the countryside, and yeah, here we are. We started with a very small farm, and after that one, we sold that first farm and we got a little bigger farm because we wanted to have livestock. So here we are. So yeah, a little bit of me and us and the ranch. I'm gonna flip the camera over to the sheep again so you can appreciate how beautiful they are, how much they eat. They're eating all day long. Like, you have no idea. All day long. Right now we're working on uh perfecting, is that a correct way to say it, our our breed. So this one's our mixed breed, but we are in the talks of determining which breed will be the best for us and for where we live as well. So we're kind of in the making of that decision. We haven't come up with specific decision yet, but there are a few that we have in mind for specific reasons. Like, for example, Katahdin sheep are very like high resistant to parasites, which is something that could be an issue in the part of the United States that we are. So that's one of the breeds that we are considering seriously. And we might consider doing a mixed breed with Katahdin and a different one for wool, but who knows? We don't know yet. So more on that a little bit later. We'll keep you updated with that. I love people following us, following our journey, and we really appreciate the support. And if there's any questions, if you ever considered having a farm and starting small, homesteading, and you don't know how to start, you can always ask us. It's very straightforward. I mean, we didn't know much. My husband knew more than me. He definitely had more experience, but me, not that much. But it takes a lot of, I don't know, love for nature, and that's how you start. A lot of learning, being open to learn every single day, making mistakes for sure, and learning from them. So yeah, it's just the most important part is that you love what you do, and we really love it. Let's see if I can zoom it. Yeah, there you go. I did not know we could do that here in YouTube. There are a few more girls. There's another one over here. Yeah, enjoying this beautiful afternoon. So I'm gonna have to let you go. I have to get them in for a little bit so I can finish cooking for the day. And then in a little bit, my husband will take them out again. But we appreciate you connecting with us. And after this is recorded, if you want to post a comment, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll be here. So have a wonderful day and enjoy your Tuesday.